Hello,
Hello.
Rolanda. How'd you do over Thanksgiving?
I did okay.
Yeah, is
Uh,
okay like better than last year, but
yeah, oh,
maybe
yes, way better than last year.
okay. So
Way better. Yeah.
then that sounds like great to me,
I did what you
right?
said. I wore my tight jeans. I did my took my water bottle with my 2 protein drinks in it and drank that with my lunch. And then I did my protein first, my veggies, and my carbs last, like you said.
I love it.
But I didn't overeat, but I was still tight because I had the tight jeans on. But
Okay,
I
so
did
that
have,
is a good trick, right? That's no
yeah,
joke.
that's a good trick.
All right.
Yeah.
So was the good cooking too much to handle?
Yeah, she had a lot of and I did eat dessert. I did dessert. She made a good apple bundt cake. It was so good.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Well, did you have a nice holiday?
I did. How about yourself?
We had a really nice holiday. It was very low key.
Okay.
Um, the weather's been beautiful. I'm here like north of Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just been really great weather. And we've just had a really nice holiday. Mariah, I
Okay.
didn't get to ask you today, how was your holiday? Did you do well?
Yeah, no, it was wonderful. Just hung out with the fam. My grandfather dresses up in a head to toe turkey costume, so
Okay.
I always look forward to that.
So there's that.
Okay.
There's that.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's that. So we're just getting people on.
Yeah, when I joined, it joined with my name as Debbie because we were using her link. So it was her registration. So I hopped off and then went on my old email.
Okay, that's hilarious. All right, so we might need other people to help with that. Hi there, welcome.
Hi,
So, hey, where are you calling us from?
Grand Junction, Colorado.
Grand Junction, Colorado. Do you have snow there yet?
No, not
No.
yet.
But is it coming, or do you think it's going to be more like January?
It's not coming anytime that I've seen in the forecast.
Okay.
So
I had some
still
friends
in the
that
50s.
Oh, wow. It's like high 30s here. I'm in North Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
It's
Wow.
colder here than it is for you. Okay. All right. We got a couple of people joining us, and let me ask you two real quick. We had a little bit of a question on how everybody was getting the link for this week. Mine just popped up in like my inbox because I was on last week. How did you guys get a notification, or how did you get this link?
I went back to
Just
the
in
old
my email.
Okay,
I
so
didn't
you
get
went
it.
back.
Yeah, it's the old email.
Okay, so we're going to work on that this week and making that just a little bit more user friendly. I think because there's a little bit of a snafu or some confusion on this, we may have a smaller group than we had last week. So that's okay. We'll go ahead and go through the wish list, and then we'll, post it to the private Facebook group for anybody who missed it. But I do want to get that. So both of you went back to your old email. Okay, we need to figure that out. So let's go ahead and get started because we're about 5 minutes in, and just be aware we may have people joining us late because of that. Holiday wish list. A couple of things that we wanted to make sure we talk to you guys about. The first is your friends and family want to support you. They want you to be happy and successful and live a great, healthy life, right? But nobody wants to insult you by buying you health and fitness products. And I've heard this over the years from so many people. They're like, I would love to get her something, but I don't know what she wants, and I don't want to be offensive. And, so I think it's really important if you, especially if you're on a budget, and this is something people could help you out with, giving them that ask, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like making it okay for them to do this for you. So, Rolanda, since you were with us last week, can you share with us, does that resonate with you, or are your friends and family totally on board, or how does that work for you?
Honestly, I'm at work, so I was trying to do something at work, so I really didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
No, that's totally okay. I just wanted to really stress the point that our friends and our family want to support us and they don't want to hurt our feelings or insult us. And so a lot of times when we're on a health journey, the people around us don't know how to help us. And one of the ways they can help us financially, at least, is by getting us some products, right? That'll make it easier for us going into the year. But we need to be explicit with them, like, hey, this is what I want, or this is what I don't want. These are the flavors I like, or I could use all of this. So
or you can do a gift certificate as well.
Yeah, they could go online and get a gift certificate for any amount. And then that'll actually be emailed. You know, if they want to wrap it in a box. So we did want to just kind of stress, they might know you're doing something. They might be aware that you're doing something, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be comfortable buying you protein drinks or buying you MRC6, liposuction in a bottle, right? So that was the first thing, is make sure you communicate to people that that would be okay, that would feel safe, that would feel like something that is truly a gift because this is something you're really committed to, okay? The other piece that I just wanted to make sure everybody is aware of is this is the lowest pricing that we'll have. You know, we typically put things on sale Black Friday. In fact, today is the last day of any of the Black Friday, Cyber Monday pricing. Tomorrow, prices will go up from where they are today, everything that was on sale. They won't go up to January prices. They'll still be on sale, but they won't be as on sale as they are right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
In December, they'll still be reduced. So if you wait until January, you're just paying more for some stuff that you might be able to get now at a discount. Like one of our best selling, the Maximizer bundle, which is the Cortitrim, the MRC6, and the appetite suppressant. That's on sale right now. The MetaMagic kit, which includes that bundle plus the 10 HNS plus virtual coaching, that's on sale right now. Just the actual weeks of virtual coaching, that's on sale. And those things will not be discounted come January 1. So you could stock up if you wanted to, right?
Yeah.
So be aware of that. Mariah, bring up what you were talking about earlier about the gift that, you know, thinking about giving themselves a gift.
Yeah, you know, I mean, so I love Christmas, and it's because I love giving people presents. Like, it's one of my favorite things in the entire world. Well, other than a few family members that are the hardest to shop for, of course. But aside from them, I love getting things that I know people will enjoy. Like, it's fun to be creative with it. And I think sometimes too, we forget that we can give ourselves a gift. You know, I mean, we deserve sometimes, you know, a gift to ourselves. And we've gone through not just 2021, but let's take it all the way back to 2020. We've had a heck of 2 years, right? And I think it's great to kind of have that mindset of, you know, I want to give the gift to myself and to my health, you know, because this is going to be something that actually has long-term results. You know, this is going to be something that I'm going to be able to enjoy for the rest of my life if I can truly make this my last approach to weight loss.
Yeah, so I think, you know, make sure people around you know that it's okay. You're not going to be insulted if they're helping you with some products, because that certainly helps your budget. If you're wanting to give yourself a gift, you know, that's okay. And that's actually a really nice idea. I think sometimes when we're stress eating, it's because we're doing a lot for a lot of other people and we're not always taking time to nurture ourselves. And that can result in emotional eating sometimes. I'm totally guilty of that. So, you know, as an act of self-care and as an act of nurturing yourself, I think that's lovely. And then Cheryl, who's our virtual health coach, was telling us a story today about one of her clients that's been stocking up on MetaMagic kits for gifts. Is that right? Tell everybody about your client, Paula.
It says I'm Debbie Dillier right here, but it's really me, Cheryl. I don't know how that happened, but anyway, we'll roll with it. I'll be Debbie for today. Never mind, you have to do reports. Never mind. No, I have a client in Tennessee. Her name is Paula, and she was so on fire about her MetaMagic kit. She bought a second one. Well, during the course of the second one, people started noticing, like her yard guy, do-all person at her house goes, wow, you've lost some weight. She said, yeah, I'm down 25 pounds. And so she started on her second kit, and he says, well, I sure.
That's a heck of a yard guy. Can we just say that's a heck of a yard guy?
The yard guy. I mean, and so he's like the tool man Taylor, he does everything. And so he said, I'd like to do that. How hard is it? And she says, no, it's not hard. She goes, I'll get a kit. It's very detailed and and she said, this is boot camp, baby. And I'll just live use that with everybody, that this is boot camp, baby, because of Paula. So then he starts losing weight, and his wife says, what are you doing? Where did you get this? He said, well, Paula got it for me. She goes, well, I want one. I mean, they weren't afraid to ask. So Paula got the wife one. And then she was kind of what you're talking about, it not being, too pushy, or she wanted her niece to do it in Ohio. And so her approach to it was, I'll just load it up and take it up there to her. So she went on a 2-week run up to Ohio and got her niece started. And so she's doing phenomenal. I think she's down 35 pounds now.
And thank you, Cheryl, for sharing that. I think it's hilarious. I'll tell you guys this, and you may already have people on program with you. It's easier to lose weight when you have people doing it with you.
Mm-hmm.
It just is, whether it's a coworker or a family member or a neighbor, whoever. So just let people know if you're getting results and people are looking at you going, hey, now what's happening? You're really starting to look good. They can get stuff now at this holiday pricing and save it for January. That is allowed. Okay. So I want to throw those things out there. And then really what we wanted to do was open up the floor for you guys, for your questions. What questions do you have if this is making your holiday wish list? What questions do you have about how the program works, or how the protein drinks work, or maybe there's products you've always wanted to try, or you just haven't known how to do them. Maybe there's some recipe ideas we could help you with. Like, share with us, if you're willing, what's going on in your mind that as you're thinking about your holiday wish list, we could help you make some good decisions.
Okay, I have a question about the products. I don't understand the difference between the all-day weight loss set and the maximizer bundle. I've always used the maximizer bundle, but is there a benefit to going to the all-day weight loss?
Well, so I'm going to let Mariah answer that, and then I'll pop in if there's something in addition. But I think Mariah is probably the best person for that question. So do you mind taking that one? And great question. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. So the maximizers, you have your Fentatrim, you have your MRC6, and you have your Cortatrim. So let's put MRC6 and Cortatrim to the side. Okay, so they're going to be kind of in their own little basket. Fentatrim is what's considered a thermogenic. Thermogenic, by definition, actually acts as our metabolism, because it takes like 2 to 3 months of proper nutrition to naturally rev up and repair our metabolism. Well, we want yours working from day one, right? And really helping rev up the metabolism, but at the same time, it's going to help suppress the appetite, because unfortunately, if I just rev up your metabolism, a nice, healthy, voracious appetite could come right alongside it, right? Healthy appetite, indicative of healthy metabolism. So it's this thermogenic blend, and you take your 3 a day. All day weight loss is one of our other thermogenics. So we have many clients that choose to take the Fentatrim, the MRC6, the Cortatrim. It comes with their MetaMagic kit. It has everything they need. And then sometimes they choose to switch it up. And instead of choosing Fentatrim as their thermogenic in their maximizers, they're going to choose the all-day weight loss, just to kind of switch it up, keep it fresh. I'll be honest, the only reason really that all-day weight loss isn't included already in it, because we do love this product, is the amount of pills can sometimes put people off, because it is there's 4 bottles. It's a before breakfast blend.
Have you seen the all-day weight loss before?
Yeah, it's before breakfast, before lunch, before dinner, and before bedtime. And it's doing that same thermogenic property that we talked about with Fentatrim, but it's kind of a different combination for each of those meals. So it really kind of keeps it nice and strong in your system. Unfortunately, it's 2 pills each bottle. So it's like on top of that 6 and 6 of MRC6 and Cortatrim you're taking, adding on that 8 sometimes was difficult for clients. And that's why we always went with Fentatrim, since you only have to do 3 a day. So it's just a matter of if you want to switch it up.
So just to kind of visually give you this example, because I think Mariah did a great job of summing that up. And let me find my Fentatrim. Here it is, right in front of me. Fentatrim, which goes in the maximizer, and all day weight loss are the same type of product. So you wouldn't take them both. You would
Mhm.
choose one or the other. Okay. Mariah is correct. A lot of people taking a bunch of pills, this becomes too much when you couple it with the MRC6 and the
I
cortisol.
think at least starting out, right? It's like that first month, it's just a little easier to limit it.
Now, I will say this, and I'm not the biggest lover of pill taking, so I try to take the ones I have to take, that just really are essential. This one has this before bedtime formula, which anybody that's got some sleep issues, it's really helpful. It's really nice. And I think this product, because it is all day, if you really have like ravenous appetite, like if your appetite just always feels like insatiable, this has just that extra support. Okay. Does that help answer your question?
Yeah. I didn't realize with the all day that you had to take the other two supplements also.
Well, you don't have to. I
just
just
eliminate this.
Yeah. I mean, you could essentially, if you needed to cut down to take one product, then I think all day weight loss, if you're going to only take one, is probably the best, since you are getting more support from it. I just meant that's where it lives, right? It lives in that same bucket as your Fentanyl in
So
the
these are
maximizers.
appetite
Right.
suppressants and fat burners, thermogenics, they make your metabolism work faster. Now, MRC6, which is in the maximizer bundle, is a totally different deal. MRC6, a lot of clients jokingly refer to it as liposuction in the bottle. This is really helping your body flush out fat faster. It has the blue-green algae and the apple cider vinegar and bromelain, which is a pineapple enzyme. And what these things help do, when you break down fat in your body, think about salad dressing. Fat and water, do they mix? No, they sit on top of each other, right? And you have to shake up your salad dressing to get them what's called emulsified. And that's when they join together. Your body's doing that similar process when you're flushing out fat. Fat and water do not mix. You have to have something that helps emulsify, shake them up together so they can get flushed out of your system. Does that make sense? That's what this does. And so, when you're taking this, you're giving your body that extra support. It's helping all that fat get emulsified faster. It gets flushed out faster. And so what happens is you see the inch loss faster, which for a lot of people, I know me, results are what make you keep going. If you're getting going on something and you don't see any action, that can be really depressing and demotivating. But if you're establishing new habits and healthy eating and doing some great things for yourself, and then you start to see results, that makes you feel great, right? So that's what this is doing. And then Cortitrim is actually targeting adrenals. And again, just going back to the emotional eating. A lot of times we're emotionally eating because we're under stress, chronic stress, right? Even Mariah's getting married in the spring, and I know she's pumped about it, but that's a stress. That's a good stress. But I mean, we're all under stress, whether it's sitting in traffic and cell phones constantly dinging up, or, maybe there's something larger going on. And so this can help support your adrenals. We tend to crave carbs and sugars when we're under stress, right?
Yeah.
So great question. Thank you for asking that. And do you have a better picture in your mind of how everything works together?
Yes. Yeah. That helped.
Great. Okay. Well, that was what we were wanting to do this for. But what other questions do you guys have? Anything's on the table. This is for y'all. Well, I don't want to put anybody on the spot. So
I can add some things. I can add some things in from what I've heard, a lot of questions that I've gotten commonly. That way, if maybe it's a question you didn't know you had until we kind of cover it.
That'd be great.
Let's talk recipes. We're talking about holiday wish list. We just went through our big 3 maximizers. Believe me, I love them. But let's talk about the vanilla cream pudding. Your double chocolate pudding and your creamy hot cocoa are just absolutely heavenly for this time of year. I think you're going to hear us say this once, you'll hear us say it 9 times. It's not about restrict, it's about replace, right? So we got to replace those cravings of when we normally would have something sweet, or when we would normally crave something sweet. We're going to still have it. We're not going to restrict it. Instead, we're going to just choose and make a choice to have something different. Now, it's in our cookbook, but for those of you that don't have our cookbook, there's this really good recipe for cheesecake where you actually use your vanilla cream pudding as a base. It uses cottage cheese. It uses your vanilla cream pudding, some cinnamon, some allspice, nutmeg.
Melba toast.
Yep, pumpkin, pumpkin spice. You can do Melba toast if you're wanting to do a starch, or you can just leave it, plain and just kind of have it as like a parfait, if you will. But you have all the options. So like, obviously right now it's fall, so we have pumpkin cheesecake, but all you're doing is you're using your cottage cheese, your vanilla cream pudding. You're choosing what supplements you want to, or what seasonings you want to put in it, to change up the flavor. You could put in fresh strawberries and make it a strawberry cheesecake. You could, you could mix some of your strawberry banana concentrate with your vanilla cream pudding and the cottage cheese and the Knox on flavored gelatin to make a strawberry banana cheesecake, and kind of have that as a parfait cup. But it could be something that you actually enjoy. And, that's your cottage cheese is protein. You could have cheesecake for breakfast. I know we're getting crazy now. My next favorite is
Real quick, I put a chat note. If you guys know how to use the chat, if you want the recipe for cheesecake, we'll send it to you. Okay, just go ahead.
The other thing is the hot cocoa. You can actually do the same kind of thing. You don't need the gelatin. You just mix the Knox or the hot cocoa with your cottage cheese. You blend it up and let it set, and then you have a chocolate mocha mousse, and that can literally just be
that is good
first thing in the morning. Or you can make it simply as hot chocolate and add different extracts and things to it. That way you can, make a coconut hot chocolate, or an almond hot chocolate, or a peppermint hot chocolate by using, different extracts.
And
go ahead.
I'm sorry, Mariah, to interrupt you. Let me tell y'all something, and I can't give you a date, but I did hear through the grapevine that our cappuccino is coming back.
I'm so excited.
And we have a powder. It's a protein powder, and it's called cappuccino. And we sell it seasonally. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to be in stock, but please look for that. A lot of people make the cappuccino and with the boiling water, or, as their protein drink. But I have to tell you, I like to do a couple of spoonfuls in my coffee, like creamer. Mm-hmm. It's really good, And so if you're only doing like 2 spoonfuls of it in your coffee, it's just such a nice little holiday treat. So be on the lookout for that. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mariah.
No, you're good. I was just going to say, and then among that, there's also really great shake recipes, where you can do some meal replacement shakes. I know, if you think about this time of year, one of the biggest issues is it's busy, and it's when we're not prepared, when we don't have something that we can go to when we get home, that's where temptation is going to tiptoe its way in, because now I have to think about either going to the grocery store, or I need to pull something out, it needs to thaw, got to prep it before I'm able to have that meal. So there are some really great meal replacements where you can take like our chocolate VHP, and you can either just have it as is, because it's like a chocolate milkshake, or you can add in some peppermint extract to make a chocolate peppermint shake, or add in a scoop of instant coffee and make a chocolate mocha shake, and it's a nice meal replacement. So there's a lot of options like that, which will really help you guys. Now, let's say you don't have one of those VHPs, but let's say you do have a box of hot cocoa.
VHP is very high protein.
Very high protein.
Look at the size difference in real quick, Mariah, just in case, so they don't get confused. This is the hot cocoa. It's like a normal protein drink. This is we call it VHP, but it's very high protein.
Yeah.
One packet of this, you guys, has 35 grams of protein. And it has a net 18 grams of carbs. If you were to find that kind of protein mix on the market, it's going to have a lot more carbs, because that's designed, most of the stuff is designed for, people who work out in the gym. So to find something with this much protein with not that many carbs is phenomenal. One of these hot cocos is 15 grams of protein. So this has 2.5, right? This is like really going to keep you full, really going to keep you satiated. And it's got a ton of vitamins that are all in there as well. It's a really good product. We have it in vanilla as well. Would you say one a day on those, Mariah?
Yeah. I mean, now listen, you can do two breakfast and lunch if it was that choice or something else, right? I mean, it's definitely going to be a better option. We, of course, want people to eat real meals as often as they can. That's, that you're not going to do meal replacements for the rest of your life, but they are meant to be a crutch for those times. And I'm going to tell you, the holiday are those times for me, because it's just really difficult to stay on track of things with all the different holiday events and whatnot. So I usually utilize meal replacements more this time of year than I do in other times of year.
Yeah. And we talked, for those of you that were with us last week, we talked last week a little bit about, the best offense is a good defense.
Mm-hmm.
So if your Christmas has a bunch of sweets and cinnamon rolls and sugars and all that, again, just showing up full makes a difference, right?
Yes.
And so having those very high protein vanilla or chocolates or whatever flavor you want is helpful.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just open up the floor. And again, I don't want to put anybody on the spot, but when you're thinking about a wish list, if you have a question, either use your chat box or you can just, shout it out and interrupt us. I would like to just point out Cheryl. Cheryl is one of our virtual health coaches. She worked on the retail side for years and years and years. She is currently helping all of our virtual coaching clients from across the country lose weight. And people are very happy with her, getting great results. I think sometimes when you look at like the attacking on the virtual health coaching, it's like an insurance policy.
Mm-hmm.
At some point you start making a financial investment to follow this and to have somebody that's going to cheerlead for you or be available at your beck and call for your questions or be able to help troubleshoot whatever it is that, you need to have her there. It's really like an insurance policy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm going to spend X amount of money, I want to make sure I'm going to get these results. And she's been doing this for so long and she's personally walking the walk. And Cheryl's also a caregiver for 2 elderly parents. And so she is also in like the throes of life, it's anybody can manage stuff when you have no stress, right? Like part of the deal is figuring out how to walk the walk when you have stress. And I think Cheryl's doing a nice job of leading by example there. So, that's also something to really think about. Maybe it's not a product. Maybe it's a service that could really benefit you. And that's something that somebody could get for you or you could give to yourself. So any questions on how virtual health coaching works?
I just wanted to remind everybody that it is right now, today, 17 weeks for $99, which is a gem in itself. And so I've had several clients that purchase 2 of them. I didn't know that you could do that.
Don't you have one client that has 34 weeks already?
34. She says you got me for 34 weeks. I said I'm glad. Yes. So that's possibility too.
It's a possibility. Or you could hook your friends up. If you have somebody that wants to lose weight, but they're wanting to wait till January, you could just let them know they could take advantage now and wait till January.
Right.
Debbie, wait, let's get the real Debbie to wave. Debbie actually was a Metabolic Web Store client, and now she works for the Metabolic Web Store team, and we love having her. She's the web support. If you send any emails, get any emails, any responses, Debbie is who you're actually talking to. This is the face. When you're trying to track your packages, all that good stuff. So Debbie is also there for you guys to answer anything that you may need.
Absolutely.
So if we don't have any other thoughts or questions, then we probably can wrap this up. If you guys will give us your email addresses, we will send you a coupon. Every webinar that you attend, at the very end, there is a coupon code given as a thank you for spending your lunch break with us. If you're having trouble seeing where the chat box is, so that you can give us our email, just holler and we'll help you.
Absolutely. Rolanda gave us hers. Thank you, Rolanda.
Okay. So Rolanda, we'll send you the cheesecake recipe. Mariah, can you make that happen?
I got it. I
Okay.
took a picture of her email. I'm good.
And there's Amy. Okay. So we'll send you the cheesecake recipe so you have that. And we'll send you what the coupon is. We're going to share this on the private group, so we're not announcing the coupon code on the webinar. You have to actually be on it to get it. And if you'll give me about 5 minutes, we'll get it set up and then we'll shoot it out to you guys.
Okay.
All right. So are there any other questions, comments before we go? We want to make sure you guys have plenty of time to get your orders in so that you can get them shipped by Christmas.
Good to go. What's
right.
next year's, or next year? No.
Next year.
No.
You want to know what next
No.
week is?
Hold up. What is
Next
topic?
week? What is the thought for next week? Hang on, I can probably find out real quick. Well, it may not let me because I'm on.
I can find out. I got it. Hold on.
It's
Let's see.
Zoom.
Just so I can announce it. For those of you that don't know.
So
Next-
it's Tuesdays at noon Eastern. Through until New Year's, just wanting to really get everybody through the holiday season.
Excuse me.
Well, I can't see what it is, but it's something.
Check on the Facebook group. We'll have it
Okay.
posted. When you register for one, you should be registered for all of them. Like I mentioned at the very beginning of the call, I think there was something that didn't quite re-notify everybody, but we'll get that fixed for next week.
Wait, suggestion.
Car
topic.
travel during the holidays, how to survive. Oh,
Yeah.
and Amy,
Oh, that's a good one, Amy.
elaborate on that for us so that we specifically know what you're referencing, because that is a good idea.
We're traveling from California to Iowa and be 29-hour drive, but I'm just trying to figure out how to pack, what to pack. I just ordered a 32-ounce shaker bottle so I can, like, in the morning make
Excellent.
all my drinks, have
Mhm.
that with me and put in the cooler and keep it. I was going to take some bars with me, but I'm also looking for some easy snacky food that,
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw yesterday, the Cyber Monday special, we put up a bundle that was like a snack bundle, and it's a variety of the different wafers and the puddings and the hot cocoa, just for people to sometimes it's just helpful to have those in stock, just have them around, not because you're necessarily eating them every day, but you have a variety for snacks. I think that's actually a really, really great idea. When are you traveling, Amy?
leaving the leaving the night of the 15th.
Okay, so next week, the December 7th title is Tips for Managing Holiday Stress. And what I wrote when we were planning this was, many of us struggle with stress eating, so we think it's very important to share some of the science behind stress so you can better understand what's happening in your body and how that might affect your cravings. Also, we will share our favorite tips and tricks to manage holiday stress. So Web Store team, why don't we make a point to address this issue of long car rides as part of this next week? Because
I
I
already
really
say I'm locked in tow, so I will make sure you have every recipe you possibly need, Amy, for easy snack foods that you can
Plane,
have.
trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
will you be able to have like a little lunch pail that you every so often kind of refill with
Yeah.
ice when you stop for gas and things
Yes.
like that?
Yes.
Great, because we have like buffalo chicken dips that you can eat with raw veggies. We have ranch dips that you can eat with raw
Oh,
veggies.
that's up my alley.
Yep. So we could easily kind of put together an action plan, and I'm so happy you brought it up. I'm frozen. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Just frozen. But we'll make sure that you are all set and ready to go, and you know what you can have.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
No problem.
No, thank you. That was a great suggestion. Okay, well, I thank you guys. I hope we gave you a little bit of food for thought and helped clarify some questions that you had in your mind about the different products. Everything that you guys have shared and brought up has been amazing and really just, great. And that's why we wanted to do this for you all. So we will see you on Tuesday. We're going to talk more about just stress, what that looks like in your body, how that affects your cravings, and then how you can manage it. And I think that's actually a really good material with or without the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of us are busy people, and stress is just part of our life.
The holidays
Were you
just
gonna say something?
brings other stress. Not
Right?
stress is always there.
Yeah.
Stress,
Roland,
family
were you gonna
drama.
say something?
Mhm.
Do what, Amy?
I said stress and family drama.
Always.
Yeah, we thought about doing a session just on like dealing with those relatives you don't like, but then we decided
Without drinking an entire bottle of wine.
maybe not. Right. Okay, well, you guys have a great week. We are here for you always, and hopefully we will get to spend some time with you next Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Give us a
Alright,
few
thank
minutes.
you.
If you gave us your email, we'll send you a coupon code, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Mariah, do you have these two emails?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to hang up and then I'll send you the coupon code. Okay, because we'll post this on the Facebook group. Okay, bye.